Now let's talk about Taiwan. It is in election mode. This weekend, the island will get a new president, but the final days of campaigning have seen two controversies erupt. The first row involves the current president, Tsai Ing-wen. She's on her way out, but even in her last days in office, she's facing a new challenge. An audio recording is doing the rounds. It is believed to feature President Tsai. And what is the conversation about? A host of issues. The recording is 41 minutes long. There is one exchange that stands out. It's about Joseph Wu, Taiwan's current foreign minister. The lawmaker is complaining to President Tsai about Joseph Wu. He's talking about promotions in the foreign ministry. He says Foreign Minister Joseph Wu has disrupted the hierarchy and promoted, and I'm quoting, unqualified officials. Apparently, some of them are linked to the Kuomintang or KMT. That's Taiwan's main opposition party, Kuomintang. Decades back, the KMT ruled over mainland China. They were in power from 1927 to 1949. They fought the Communist Party in a civil war and lost control of the mainland. The KMT was defeated. Their leaders fled to Taiwan. But today's KMT is a very different group. It has a different political leaning. Today's KMT is seen as pro-China. It wants closer ties with the mainland. So when some of its former officials got promotions, it did not sit well with members of the DPP, the ruling party. This is what the audio tape suggests. President Tsai is yet to comment about it, and the tape's authenticity is still being questioned. But pro-China voices in Taiwan are using it to push their agenda. A few days ago, President Tsai held a press conference. She made an appeal to voters. She said democracy should dictate the course of Taiwan's ties with China.
What is the future of cross-strait relations? I think it should be consistent with the principles of democracy. This is taking the joint will of Taiwan's people to make a decision. After all, we are a democratic country. The course to follow on relations with China will have to follow the democratic process.
And that process is being challenged, which brings us to the second controversy in this election. It involves this woman, Chih-wei. She's running as an independent. She has filed her candidacy from Taoyuan. That's a city in Taiwan. Last weekend, Ma was detained. Some shocking revelations have been made. Apparently, Ma was planted by China. China asked her to contest the election and reportedly even funded her campaign. And how did they do it? Well, here is the backstory. It all began last year. Ma paid a visit to China in April 2023. Reports say she met Communist Party officials and they told her to run for office. They struck a deal. Money changed hands. How much? Around $32,000. China transferred this money through cryptocurrency. It was their first campaign contribution. Through the rest of the year, Ma made more visits to China. She wanted more money to finance her campaign, and apparently China was happy to help. The contributions came in US dollars and in cryptocurrency. But Taiwan's investigators caught up with her. She's now in detention and most likely disqualified from the election. For the others, campaigning is entering its final phase. The polls open on Saturday. This will be a close fight, and controversies like these could sway the undecided voters. The fate and the future of Taiwan hang in the balance.